This is VRN, your trusted leader in e-motorsports.
Well, Vigilante Nation, the lights are on, the engines are primed, and Bristol Motor Speedway is ready. Welcome to the Skulloseum Showdown 136. This is the Vigilante Racing Network, live from virtual Bristol, Tennessee, for round 11 of the VRL Premiere Series. My name is Alan Vaught, along with Ricky Wittenberg here in the booth, and we'll be bringing you all of the excitement and racing action here tonight. We'll get you started with some session details. So for tonight's race, it's 257 laps. That equates to 136 miles. The fuel capacity is 55%, pretty limited, but still going to get them about 72 to 74 laps on a tank of fuel. They do have 3 additional sets of tires over the wall, so 4 total, including what they start the race with. There are no fast repairs, so you better take care of your equipment tonight. Incident limit is 33 and 6, slightly higher than usual because this is short track racing, a little bit of beat and banging. As usual, iRacing is going to take care of the lucky dog in the waiver rounds. And then let's talk about your championship leaders right now. So in first place, Tim Pope in that number 7 truck with 273 points right now, just barely out of reach of Dylan Bryant in the 51 at 272. Craig Goodenough is third with 264. Chris Gomes in fourth with 262. And rounding out your top 5, you have Dustin Eaton with 251 points. These guys are right now about to wrap up their practice session and go into qualifying. I got a couple more minutes of practice here, but we do have a little bit of some entertainment here for you once I get through these additional information items here. So starting with the race and weather. So tonight, 71 degrees, so it's not super hot out there. The track is slightly hotter at 76 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity's pretty low. Don't know if this is going to be like the real life Bristol, where, you know, that's going to be a pretty cool surface. So we're going to be slipping and sliding a lot because there's not enough heat to generate grip. If it's anything like what we saw on Monday night's practice session, it's probably going to be a pretty eventful race. So let's see if these guys are able to wrangle these trucks in, though. The wind's not too much here. It's about 6 miles per hour out of the east, and we are under partly cloudy skies. For tonight, you do have 10 onboard cameras, so that's a great turnout for cameras. So your onboard drivers are the 01 of Kelly Kill, the 023 of Scott Roney, the 085 of Greg Dobson, the number 10 of Andrew Cawthon, the 13 of Andy Player, Kyle Vaught in the 16, the 29 of Dave Mayberry, the 68 of Dustin Wade, the 89 of Craig Goodenough, and the 92 of Greg Klein. For penalties tonight, you have the 81 machine, the 13, the 53, the 085, the 123 and the 82. They all have to start at the rear of the field tonight, and they're not going to be able to qualify due to some contact in the last race. So before we move on to our next segment here, hey, Ricky, I mean, are you excited for the Coliseum race here tonight?
Oh, yeah. Bristol is my hometown track, just about an hour up the road from me. Been to Bristol a lot of times. It's always crazy. I love racing Bristol, but with what I've been seeing from these drivers and the treacherous track, I think I'm actually glad I'm up here tonight.
You and me both. I didn't get a chance to run with these guys on Monday night, but from what they're telling me with the recent update within iRacing, they feel like the grip levels are different. Don't know if that's a combination of this, because it's a fixed league as far as the setup goes. Maybe it's just a setup that doesn't quite match with the conditions out there tonight, or maybe iRacing has changed the grip that much.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I mean, it's not just one or two drivers having issues. I've seen just about every driver pin it out. Now, this is practice, and they're probably seeing where their limit is, but I've also seen some that just looks like they've snapped around, and I don't think that they're on the limiter. I think they're just really, really loose.
Yeah, for sure. So with that, we're going to go ahead and go on to our next segment. So we did start last week, Spotlight Driver segment. This week, we had another driver that we want to spotlight for you guys, and it's the 085 machine of Greg Dobson you see right there on your screen. So, well, Greg, for the second installment of our Spotlight Driver series, Lori did pick what she called a no-brainer. This driver's league loyalty and selfless support make him a pillar of the Vigilante racing community. In a league that's forged by grit, chaos, and high-stakes competition, it's the drivers who shape our legacy. And stats tell one story, but character tells the rest. And this week, we shine the spotlight on Newmarket, Canada's own Greg Dobson. Since 2021, Greg has been etching his name into the concrete of Vigilante Racing League with over 130 starts. He's no stranger to the grind. He's racked up top 5, top 10s, and logged a staggering 13,894 laps, or 20,926 miles. Now that's 33,666 kilometers for our friends up in Canada, all since 2022. But Greg's impact goes beyond the numbers. He's one of the league's foundational drivers, talented, dependable, and always ready to lend a hand, whether it's a setup tweak, a strategy call, or just showing up when it counts. Greg's presence is felt. Let's get a word with the man himself, Mr. Greg Dobson. Hey, welcome, Greg, to the booth. Can you hear me?
I can. How are you guys doing tonight?
Hey, doing great, man. Great to have you in the spotlight this evening. We appreciate you doing this pre-race interview with us. We got a few questions for you. Me and Ricky were talking beforehand. We got like up to 12 if we need them here. So I'm gonna kick it off, Greg. So what do you think makes the Vigilante League different from other leagues out there?
I think it's the caliber of drivers and the guys who've stuck around long term, who've been here forever. It's the admin between yourself and in years past, Lori actively doing it now. Bless her for all she puts up with all of us on a week-to-week basis. But I have never raced so hard for positions like 19th that I had a couple of weeks ago there, and it's. Obviously there's guys at the front of the field that can drive away with the show when doing road courses. People like yourself excel on ovals, road courses, can do it all. Good enough. Oh my gosh. Just some people are absolutely amazing, but it's the midfield and the tail end of the pack that I think have really improved the most. That guys are just racing so hard, and the caliber is just so up there that even at the back of the field, you're racing and you're fighting for every position. There's no real gimmies.
Well, I think you've kind of gone into the next question I had for you. I was going to ask you to describe the culture of the league to someone outside. How would you say the culture was if you were talking to someone else?
There's a lot of smack talk, but it's friendly smack talk. There's definitely some camaraderie and that kind of stuff going on. Just overall, it really is a great league and a great bunch of drivers that so many of us, we can get into it on track now and then, but there's a lot of camaraderie and helping each other up behind the scenes.
All right, sounds good. Hey, Ricky, I'm going to go ahead and pass it to you for the next couple of questions, man.
Yeah, Greg, so you've got, I guess, 20,000 miles in the Vigilante Racing League. What is the moment that stands out above the rest? Is there one thing that stands out above all else?
Within the Vigilante Racing League, it was one of my earlier races, but it was a super speedway win that I think I got in the season 3, series 3. That Jeremiah Burke pushed me to a win. I cannot help and thank him enough for all of that. He was a teammate at the time, former teammate now, but the camaraderie is still there. Absolutely willing to work with him and most of the guys from All Star, just about anybody in this league. But yeah, that was the one that stands out for me the most. And over the last couple of weeks, I recently graduated and promoted. Got my A oval license.
Awesome, man. So before I run out of time, the other question I want to ask is there something about you that the league don't know but should? Like, is there something about Greg Dobson we should know?
Nothing I can really think of. I generally try to be an open book and a genuine person. Yeah, when people are giving me praise, it's just all natural. I'm not really trying to do anything. I don't like to ruffle any feathers, and any accidents on track are genuine. I generally hold no malice toward anyone.
Oh, hey, Greg, I got a couple more questions for you. You're not having to worry about qualifying here tonight, so we'll go ahead and get into a couple more here. But what's it like running with this crew, especially, a bunch of cowboy Americans? And was there any culture shock for you, or have you been, highly exposed in your previous leagues?
Not really. Previous leagues, it was basically a lot of the same crew. We used to all run in another group. We generally call him He Who Shall Not Be Named. But that was kind of where we all got our start during COVID. And we've all really run together and really had a great time.
Okay, and then so who's the biggest wild card on the track, and then who's the silent assassin?
Wild card on the track. I would like to think that'd probably be Albert Anderson. He'll come out and he'll surprise you. We know he's a super speedway king, that he's got a lot of speed and can go out and do some stuff there. But a lot of these other tracks, unless it's a road course, he can go out and he can put down some pretty quick times, and he's always fighting up there in the top 5. As far as the silent assassin, officially it's a nickname for Mike Adamson, fellow Phoenix teammate of mine.
Okay, and if you had to pick one teammate or one person in the league to go into battle with, who's your ride or die?
Ride or die's been Mike. Most definitely, he and I have been going about this for quite a while. Team Limitless and Phoenix. We've had another name or two. I just can't remember them off the top of my head right now.
Yeah, Limitless. Did you say Limitless already? I think you did.
Yep.
Okay, Ricky, got another question before we wrap this up?
Yeah. So, what's the story behind your car number? I'm always interested to see how guys pick their numbers.
So initially in the old days of Limitless, it was just 85. Now I, with a team switch and avoid some bad juju, I had to change it up a little. So it just became 085, and it's just plain and simple. It's my birth year. I was born in 1985.
Oh, all right. Awesome. You got another one, Ricky?
No, that was good.
Okay. Hey, man, we do appreciate you talking to us before the race. So we'll let you go and get focused on this. It's going to be probably a rough one tonight. Certainly got to be focused. But thanks for everything you do for the league. Thanks for being a stand up guy and always here for us and helping Lori out. She says a high praise for you at all times, by the way. So we appreciate it, and good luck tonight.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Shout out to you, Ricky, for all that you do. Ricky, I think you paint about half the cars in this league. It is incredible the amount of work that you do. And shout out to the rest of the Phoenix teammate with Mike, Dion, Andrew, and Sean. Great riding with you guys.
Awesome, buddy. Good luck.
All right. Thank you. Take it easy, gentlemen.
Yep.
Enjoy the broadcast. Hopefully we'll put on a...
Oh, I think I cut him a little bit short there. We're getting ready to go here, folks, but that's your spotlight driver, Greg Dobson. Incredibly great competitor and a fine human being, in my opinion, Ricky.
Yeah, literally, I could say every driver in this league is a good guy. I think I've talked to all of them, but of people that I just love, and really, really just care a lot about, Greg Dobson is stand up at the very top of the list. He's a great guy. and he does a lot for the league. I have literally seen the guy throw himself into a wall to avoid hitting somebody else because he don't want to mess somebody else's race up. He's just he's a different breed. I love Greg Dobson.
Yeah, for sure. Well, folks, as promised, these guys are in their qualifying session right now. Looks like Dylan Bryant is at the top of the board with Jack Dixon second, John McAdam third, Kelly Kill fourth, and Dave Mayberry fifth. Should be just a couple more minutes. They'll be wrapping up. We'll give you your starting grid. But just one final note on Dobson. Yeah, I also meant to mention, I think he's only one of 4 Canadian drivers who run with us consistently. So we love our brothers from the north. Really happy that they're in here tonight. We have 2 of them, Jack Dixon and Greg Dobson. Always great guys. And like Ricky said, man, he'll give you a shirt off his back.
Alan, I'm not feeling great about this race start. I'm just flipping through qualifying right now, and I've seen 2 or 3 spin out in qualifying, which is not ideal.
No, I got the button pressed for most exciting right now, right? And it keeps flipping between these guys who are spinning their truck out on quali. So we'll see how it goes, man. Hopefully they're a little bit patient as the race begins.
Yeah, I really wish I would have raced Monday now just to see what was going on, because this is Bristol's treacherous the way it is, but there's something going on with the setup or the track or the tires or something, because our guys are good enough not to just throw it into the corner and wreck every 2 or 3 laps. There's something going on that they're just having to adjust to.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think was it this week that we got the upgrade, or was it last week? I think it was this week, wasn't it?
Yeah, the new season started this week. I mean, we were week 13 last week, but the new season started this week.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things that we haven't been racing it. But you mentioned beforehand a little bit earlier. Looks like we're going to go get our grid here. You mentioned earlier that we kind of had to do this once before in tweaking the setup, and it's just something that didn't happen this time. So these guys are going to have to really show off the driving skills.
Yeah. It's iRacing usually makes it a pretty foolproof setup where it's easy to drive, but apparently they didn't do it this time with Bristol.
See if we can get our grid up here. Let's see. Let's start off. Okay, so Dylan Bryant was able to hold on to that pole position there from provisional. Jack Dixon at 48th in second. John McAdam in third. Kelly Kill fourth. That's a great quality for Kelly at a short track. He's generally not as happy as he is at the big tracks. Dave Mayberry fifth. Dustin Wade sixth. Seth Aller. I think I'm saying his last name right. He's back from a hiatus from the league and he qualified 7th tonight. Tim Pope in 8th. Andrew Cawthon in 9th. And Dustin Eaton in 10th.
You got John Schoenbachler in 11th, Craig Goodenough 12th, Albert Anderson 13th, Trevor Robertson 14th, Scott Roney in 15th, Kyle Vaught 16th, Josh Bittner in 17th, Chris Gones 18th, Mike Adamson 19th, and Scott Milner in 20th.
21st is Greg Klein. 22nd, George Rincon. Kevin Hudson 23rd, Jeremiah Burke brought it home 24th so far. Andy Players in 25th, Jonathan Osborne 26th. Greg Dobson, 27th. 28th is Mike Everidge. 29th is Dion Jones. Tom Barish is in 30th. And John Gallagher is in 31st. So a 31 truck field tonight. A little bit less than what we normally have at some other tracks, Ricky. But nonetheless, at this place, 31 trucks is a lot.
Yeah, they're going to feel 31 feels like about 52 at Bristol. So that's, if you want a track to not have a full field, and it still feel chaotic, Bristol is the place.
Yeah, for sure. They're going to do 2 pace laps here, folks. A short track, they get at least 2 pace laps. And then we're going to go green to see how long it takes us to get to our first caution. Now, once we get going here, I have some stats on previous races here at Bristol, which will probably be a little bit shocking. Not to Ricky, but maybe the audience. We'll go over that once we get underway here. Actually, I might have time. We got another lap and a half. Okay, so... we were looking back at some of the records. We've been here 12 seasons, and other races, we didn't run every season at this track, but season 1, 11 cautions. Season 3, 6. That's the best, by the way. Season 5, 18 cautions. Season 6, 23. Season 8, not much better, 22. Season 9, we had 12. Season 11, we had 15. So we've been trending a little bit better, but now season 12 is to be determined, Ricky. Now that It might shock you to hear this, but this is not even the worst track we've had too many cautions at. Martinsville holds the record in season 11 at 27.
Well, we've always got something to shoot for. Hopefully, though, that's not a record you want to break.
No, let's hope we're not going to. Here we go. We're about to go green, folks. And we're underway. 51 gets a good jump. They went on the flag man for this restart. The first green flag of the race is always on the flag man. Now, after that, if we have subsequent restarts, it will be on the leader. Back in a little close here. Move over. There's your current leader, the 51 machine. So far, so good. We're not, we got two. This is further than we got on Monday night, Ricky, before we had our first caution. So Dylan Bryant's there, out of Stem, North Carolina, leading the field right now.
Little inside baseball. I am watching a camera view where I am positioned in turn 1 and 2, and I'm watching the entire track. So if anything breaks out, I'll see it, but I may not know who it is.
Yeah, roger that. At least, yeah. And I should see it pop up on the overlays I have here on the screen. But yeah, 4 laps in so far. The 51 machine, let's hope he's not burning up his stuff, but he's pulling away from Jack Dixon almost by half a second, almost a second over third position of John McAdam. So far, so good.
I can tell you one thing that I noticed that is interesting is, you know, at Bristol, we ran a lot of times you would see guys ripping the wall. That high groove was really effective. And it looks like just about everybody's running the bottom right now, or the middle.
Yeah, we're riding on board right now with Kyle Vaught, and we'll take a look. You can see what Ricky's talking about. Pretty much low to middle at the most. We're not up there on that wall yet. Now, they might move up there. iRacing does have dynamic track where if you're running, everyone's running that low groove, for instance, it might go ahead and heat it up, you know, and so you might actually find some grip and some speed up high.
Oh, the second place vehicle almost wrecked coming out of turn 2 there. Jack Dixon, he caught it. Yep.
We mentioned that the 085 machine of Dobson was out of Newmarket, Canada, where you got Jack Dixon out of Mitchell, Ontario, Canada. I think that's what the ON stands for. But he's our other Canadian driver here in the series this evening.
Now, one thing we got to watch for, because this is Bristol and the way things happen so quick, you've already got Dylan Bryan on the same straightaway as the tail end of the pack.
Yeah, that's a good point. So we're sitting here, and now we'll look off the back. You should be able to see this is the leader, and this is what he's talking about. There, right there they are. They're in the same. They're in turn 2. He's in turn 1 on the same straightaway now. They're eggs in the straight. He's on it. So he's going to be right there, and I think he's going to get up on Greg Dobson pretty quick here. Now, Greg was one of the trucks who had a penalty from last week, so he had started the rear, and that's really uncomfortable, honestly. And this is the reason why, if it happens to go green, you're looking at going down the lap early.
Yeah, and that's what's going to cause, you know, guys are trying to probably be very careful. But at the same time, when you got the leader starting to breathe down your neck and you see him in the rear view getting bigger and bigger, you may start pushing it a little harder.
Yeah, we'll take a look off the gearbox now. Like Tom Bearson, that Hardy's machine is actually the one in 31st place right now. He might end up being the first one. Look off his gearbox. You see the leader, he's coming. I mean, he's not even a full straightaway off of him right now.
At one time, Tom Barish was the fastest truck in practice. So, there's a wreck on the back or the front stretch. They caught it. It's Dobson and Everidge, I believe. I think you may be muted there, Alan.
Yeah, so I got to look there. You saw that those two guys went a lap down pretty quick when they got sideways. It doesn't take but a little bit of a slip. Hopefully people don't start to panic and, you know, really push their truck, which I can understand why. If I'm about to go a lap down, I don't know how my night's going to go if I let that leader pass me.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope. You don't want to go a lap down, but then you don't want to wreck either. So you got to really toe that line. And Dylan Bryan, I don't know if he's burning his tires up or not, but he is mowing the field down right now.
Yeah, he's over a second in front of second place in that 48 machine. Now, see, since he went around that Hardy's machine, usually the way it works, in my experience, Ricky, probably yours, is once you go a lap down, you're probably not going to fight second and third place as much as you did that leader, because now kind of doesn't matter as much, even though you do want to stay close to that leader in the event that he passes
caution.
someone else.
Oh, wreck on the back stretch, two trucks.
Greg, good enough. Greg Klein. Let's see what happens here. Let's take a look from get a chopper view. So that silver truck in the middle, orange and silver, that is Greg good enough. And Greg Klein, I don't know where he's at. That's 88 right there. Oh, here comes Kyle. He just barely misses it. Oh, right there, 92 comes there. That's Greg Klein. Just couldn't avoid that. And we'll get a second look at that from his perspective. Go on board with Greg. It didn't take us back far enough, so I'll have to back you up here, folks. Here we go. You see, he's going just across the start-finish line. I don't know what happened to, I think the 89 was trying to run that wall, you know, that very super high line. It just went around on him. And Greg just had nowhere to go.
He jumped the cushion. I mean, it's like a dirt thing. When you jump the cushion, that's what happens. It upsets your car, truck, whatever. And I think there's a lot of marbles being produced here at Bristol. I know a couple of people were telling me about that pre-race, that we got a lot of marbles on the track. So maybe with nobody running up there so far in the race, there was a bunch of marbles up there already, and Craig just hit him, and it took off like he was on ice.
Yeah, I don't know if you're able to see this, Ricky, but I paused the spin here for the 89, and I noticed, and you know what I'm talking about here, his rear deck there, his rear end is pushed in pretty good for some damage. And if he got that recently, we know how that is. This truck is sensitive on that rear end now. You get a little bit of damage, it go around on you pretty easy. And then the way this track has been racing, I can see why this happened.
Just saying, there's other
Okay,
ways.
yeah, that makes a
There's
lot of
always another
sense.
way.
And that could be why Good Enough was running up high, trying to chase that loose out of it, and trying to run up high to avoid that, and it just still came around on him.
And unfortunately, that 92 contact's not going to make that condition any better. See if we can get a look. We got an onboard camera with that 89 machine. Let's see if we can get a look at that. I think I got everybody else turned down. There we go.
Okay, so on lap 9, Craig Goodenough was coming out. He was running a little bit higher. He came out of the turn, almost lost it on the back stretch. Had to slam on the brakes. Trevor Robertson hit him really hard right in the back end, and that's what gave him the damage.
Okay, let's get a word with him real quick. Looks like he's not really... Hey, Craig, buddy, it's Alan and Ricky in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, it looked like you had some rear damage. That truck looked pretty evil to drive. How is that what was going on there?
Yeah, it had rear damage. I got hit on the start, and then it just didn't handle from the start at all, so I had a handful from the beginning.
All right, I know we're going back green. I'll let you go and focus, buddy, but thanks. I just want to get a quick word with you.
Yep, no problem, buddy.
All right, that's the 89 machine. We'll get him back down to his team. Team Tank. And, yeah, man, that's just rough. Let's see how he's doing. Let's get back here and take a look at his rear end. If I can get a good close-up, or I don't think I can. Camera angle that I have right now. Let's see, where's he running right now? 89, here he is.
He's 4 laps down, but at Bristol, if they don't lap a lot of other trucks, he actually may have a chance to get back into it if we have several cautions.
And it looks like he got some repairs on that. From what I can see right here, it doesn't look as bad as it did.
No, it looks like it's mostly fixed from what I can see.
Okay, well, that's not too terrible. But yeah, good point, though. He, if we start piling up these cautions, he has a chance to get back on the lead lap and be in contention. But while we got this opportunity, you want to take a look and see what we got in the chat? We haven't talked about them tonight.
Yeah, we do have a lot of people out in the chat. Tim McAdam is cheering for his boy John, thinks it's his night. Red Arnell cheering for Good Enough. He's got a little bit of work to do now. Ryan Perez is also cheering for Craig Good Enough. We also have Derek Welch was not able to race tonight, but joining us in the chat. Kathy Anderson, good luck. Good evening, everybody. Team Albert here. John Porras, number 16, bring it. And Lori gives a shout out to our youngest family member watching, which is Kingston Kelly, Trevor's nephew.
All right. How old did she say? How old he was?
It didn't say, but must be a youngster.
Yeah, that's good. Well, welcome, Kingston. Hope you're enjoying the race. Who's his driver again?
Trevor is his uncle.
Trevor Robertson. Okay. Let's get a look at Trevor then. Trevor right now is running in 8th position. He's up 6 spots from where he began this race. Do you see that message on your screen there, folks? That's from the race admin, Lori. It says, hello, sweet Kingston Kelly. Of course, you know, Lori's a mom. You can tell by her message. But yeah, Trevor's doing a great job here tonight, running that good-looking 6 machine, racing out in Victoria, Arkansas. And he was last week's spotlight driver there, Ricky.
Yeah. He had some mechanical issues, well, the internet issues last week, so hopefully those gremlins have gone away.
Yeah, for sure. He seems to be running that high line, if you notice there. Or kind of a high line. Let's see, he kind of goes in middle. Well, he didn't do it this time. I thought he was going to diamond up a little bit more, but he didn't. Let's get a look around here. Got this opportunity. Let's go back and go through the field. So in your 31st position, the 89 machine, we talked about him already. Right there, the next one we're going is Greg Klein. He's in 30th. He's down 9 from where he started, but he was involved in that incident with Craig Goodenough a little bit earlier. Your Canadian driver here, tonight's spotlight driver, Greg Dobson, is right now down to running 29th. Bike average is right where he started the race in 28th position. You got Tom Barish, Gulf Coast, Mississippi's own, running that Hardy's machine. I think I gave him a hard time, Ricky. I don't remember if I told you or not. Hey man, you got to get some paint on there and everything. And he went with the Hardy's machine, kind of a great throwback tribute to Cale Yarborough.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. That was one of my favorite paint schemes growing up. I really like Cale Yarborough, so I definitely am all for that.
Yeah, it looks, I'm glad to see him in those colors. Moving on forward here, we got George Rincon in the 28 machine. He's down 4 spots, running 26th. Dion Jones in the 4 Mountain Dew. That's a throwback to the Mouth. What's his name? Can't think right now.
Darrell Walter.
Darrell Walter, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I remember that. That was a huge car he used to run back in the day. But moving on forward here, Kevin Hunt in the 434. Tribute back to the King, running those colors for Petting. Looks like he just passed Scott Milner, so we'll go back to Scott for a second out of Pittsburgh, Indiana. He is down 4 spots, running in 24th. Moving on forward a little bit here, John Gallagher in that 123 machine. Now, he did start off with a penalty night. He's already up 9 spots, running 22nd, having a pretty good run so far. Looks like he's also in a Hardy's paint scheme with some Coke action going on there. So let's go up to Kyle Vaught running one of D&D Graphics' own throwback to Labonte, I want to say. Am I right on that?
Yep, Terry Labonte. It's kind of a hybrid Terry Labonte Kellogg scheme.
Okay, got it. So it's a good-looking machine. 16. Kyle's in 20th right now, down 4 from where he began the race. Just getting past Chris Gomes. We go back here to Chris out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Chris is down 3 spots, running 21st right now. Moving on forward to Jeremiah Burke out of Phoenix, Arizona. He's up 5 spots, running 19th. And Jeremiah was also, he had a penalty night, so he's coming from the back. He's making a pass right there on Dave Mayberry, the 29 machine, out of Tucson, Arizona. Dave is down 14 spots from where he began. Don't know what's going on there. Jonathan Osborne in that Daystar machine. He is up 10 spots from where he began the evening, out of Woodbury, New Jersey. Andy Player. We actually have an onboard for Andy. Let's get a look at Andy tonight. See how he's doing. Usually has a pretty good camera angle for me. And yeah, he does. He usually uses that low camera angle. I like that. He looks pretty intent, pretty serious. Going to have to be on top of the wheel here tonight to make sure he comes home with a good finish. I'll tell you, these guys were really impressing me. We only had, I think, 1 caution. Don't want to jinx him. You knock on wood over here. Way better than what we saw on Monday night, and that's got to be to these drivers' credit for them actually saying, okay, look, we got to modify how we get around this joint. But he's out of Concord, New Hampshire. They're doing a great job here tonight. Next up, Scott Roney. He's in the 023 machine. We also have an onboard with Scott. Got like that kind of blue hue in the background there. Maybe it's calming or something, but he's racing out of Salt Lake City, Utah. And Scott's up 2 spots.
Big wreck on the front backstretch. I think it might have been Bittner.
Oh, almost got through the field, folks. See if we can get a look at what happened here. You thought it was Bittner?
Josh, you stepped out.
From what
on me
you
there,
saw?
man. I'll take that one. Well,
Where's he
flat lost
at?
it.
There he is. There's Josh. Take a look here. Well, looks like the 99 machine might be.
Oh, no. Albert lost it.
It feels like my 99 machine coming off the top rope there. I mean, that's the same kind of thing we saw with the 89, except for I don't see damage on the back of his truck. Maybe just a little bit of wear on that right rear. Oh, 84 just gets collected. That's just unfortunate. It don't look like it's race ending, though. The contact there, he didn't blow the engine. I do know that. Just depends on how much damage he's going to have to get repaired here. And we got some other folks being listed here as a crash. What's going on here? I think this is just stop and wait for the pace truck, actually. We saw that last week, too. Actually, Friday. Ricky, I had a bunch of red pop up on my screen. It was because these guys were having to check up for the pace truck. Get back over here to Josh and see what happened with him again. Different camera angle. Yeah, it's just sorry folks behind the thing there. That's all it was. It was a simple, just a little bit of loose condition coming off of that turn there.
Yeah, it's the classic jumping the cushion, just like you do in dirt. You get up over that lip, and if you're not careful, it steps out.
Yeah, let's get a little bit of a better angle here. Maybe a far perspective, but you can see. I mean, Albert, that's the line. Basically, he's running. Oh, got a little loose coming out of that one. So I'm guessing maybe just a little bit of wear on that tire. And then there it goes.
They hadn't changed. Nobody had changed tires that I'm aware of. I think some guys got gas on that first caution, but those tires was wearing out.
So for Anderson Nation out there, he does have a little bit of like front damage to his fender there. That's probably quickly repaired. He'll be able to stay in this race. He didn't really mess up the nose too much. So let's get back up here and take a check on your leaders. You got Dylan Bryant there in first. Looks like is the lights out in the pace truck. Yeah, we're going back green here, folks. Then you got, let me get that. Here we go. Dan Pope, no surprise, up 6 spots. He's in second position now. Kelly Keogh having a great night so far. He's right there in fourth with John McAdam right on his inside in third. Andrew Cawthon is in fifth. Dustin Wade is in sixth. Trevor Robertson, he's got a big fan out there, is in seventh. Seth Aller, I think that's right, as in Holler, I think Lori told me. He is right now in the eighth position, and we should see that pace truck pull off here, folks, real quick, and then we should be back underway. This is on the leader, so 51 gets to launch here.
Green flag, green flag.
And he does. He gets a nice one there. 7 doesn't fall back too much. He's going to be in definitely in a position to slot in that second spot if he wants to get on the bottom. 47 is going to challenge him for that, though. Looking for a way by. But maybe right now they'll go ahead and settle for getting in line and making sure they're able to make it here. Now, I did mention earlier, Ricky, that they had 4 sets of tires total. That may sound like a lot. There's a lot of laps here, though. They have to average about 64 laps per set of tires to get to the end of this race.
Yeah, and you saw that was a split strategy pit stop or caution right there. There's a bunch of guys that got tires and a bunch of guys that didn't. So we'll have to see how this works out.
But we have Kelly Gill. He's another one of our onboard drivers. Let's take a look at Kelly, that green monster-looking machine there out of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. One of the OG originals in this league in the Premiere Series. Good looking, as I always talk about the immersion factor. I don't run triples myself. I use like an ultra wide, and I really feel immersed in it. But I couldn't imagine having 3 of them wrapped around me like that. I think those are probably 34-inch, maybe 27. I'm not sure. But he's got an information screen up high there. But you can see, just look at how he's working that wheel, Ricky, getting around this joint.
Yeah, man, he's willing it, and that does got to give you the immersion. I like looks like he's got quite a bit of force feedback. It's crazy because some guys, you can tell they don't run with a lot of force feedback, and then some, it looks like they probably had a workout by the time the race is over.
Yeah, and oh, look at that. You saw him, how he was sawing on the wheel there. Swatting flies.
Tim Pope almost wrecks on the front stretch, and he caught it. I think he's trying to get under Bryant. Maybe got loose.
Yeah, I mean, going for a move here tonight, the way this track has been racing, I mean, you really are taking your race in your own hands right there. I mean, look real. And I think the longer we go on these runs, the more risk you're taking with these tires.
Oh, well, Dustin Wade in the wall, I think on the back stretch, pretty hard.
Where's Dustin? Here we go. Like he's going to be no worse for the wear. He's still cruising on. Running that high line just on the outside of Gallagher. No one they're going to go 3 wide here. I don't know if that's advisable, boys. It looked like they were going to do it for a second there. Jack Dixon was taking a look. He's taking a look now, but he kind of waited for the 123 to get around the 68 machine.
Now, Dixon's on the split strategy. He's got tires. Dustin Eaton, Dixon, Osborne, I think those guys all have fresh tires. And there's 5 or 6 others that have fresh tires too.
Yeah, it's going to be a little harder for me to tell tonight sometimes. I guess we can look at hit times, because just because they hit the pit lane doesn't mean they necessarily got fresh rubber. All right, let's go through the field. We'll start at midway, because last time we got it just beyond midway. So here's Dustin Eaton. Now, this is your 5th place championship driver right now in that 14 machine, racing out of Temple, Texas. So far, Dustin's down 4 spots, but did you say he was maybe one of the guys who took tires, which would put him back a little bit? See how that works out.
Yeah, I think that most of those guys that pitted that time did get tires, the ones that pitted.
All right, and you got Scott Roney just in front of him. We were talking about him, and actually we were on board with him at the time we went to caution. Let's see if he's a trigger mechanism for going to caution here. We're going to take a look at him again with his blue hue in the background there. God, like I was saying before, out of Salt Lake City, Utah, really fast racer, man. He's doing a great job here tonight right now. 14th, up 1 spot from where he began the evening. Expect to see him really racing hard as this thing goes on. John Gallagher, we talked about John already. Trevor Robertson again. Looks like, don't know that he took any tires. He's still plus 1 spot thereabouts for the evening so far. And you got Chris Goins. Chris was towards the back a little bit early, well, about 18th. He's up 7 spots right now from where he began, running that 38 machine. Chris out of Charlotte. Talked about Dustin. Here's Mike Addison. Hadn't talked much about him this evening, out of Sanford, Florida, and that good-looking Napa machine. I've always liked that Napa paint scheme, like for the Elliott. I'm sorry, forgetting his name tonight. Somebody's gonna get me in the comments about forgetting Elliott's first name. Anyway, I really like that livery. Does a great job with it. Moving forward to Andrew Cawthon, and we do have an onboard, but Andrew, he's running that 10 machine. I think that's a new paint scheme. I don't know that I've seen that one before, Ricky.
Yeah, I believe that may be a new scheme. I know he paints a lot of his own schemes.
Man, it seems like every week I end up getting a frozen screen on him for his onboard. We'll see what happens. Maybe we can switch ports for his
Rick,
camera.
Dustin Wade off the call. Oh, wow.
Go parked in the middle of the track.
Well, let's see what happens here. Here's Dustin Wade right there. Go back. Let me stop this from scrolling. And here we go.
Check up.
See, looks like he goes in the corner. Oh, well, maybe it was Dustin on older tires than Kyle, and Kyle just got in there really hot. Like,
Kyle, I don't think he had pitted yet from what I see at the time. So I think Kyle maybe just got in there a little hotter than Dustin.
They've been racing together for not much time. Let's take a look. It's like a little bit beforehand. You're riding on board on the roof cam with Kyle Vaught. Racing out of High Point, North Carolina. Wants to say hello to Taylor Provax. That's Kyle's fiance up there in Chicago. She's watching the unfortunate incident that's going to happen here, Taylor. Kyle's fast here. He just misjudged it just a little bit. Yeah, that's unfortunate for both these guys. Well, it is fortunate. It doesn't look like major damage. So to either of them, They should be able to recover from this. Kyle's got
Yeah,
pretty good right front damage though, but I think that's still recoverable. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I think he's okay. If you watched the end of that wreck though, when Wade was sitting there, I believe it was Greg Dobson and Player just almost destroyed him. They both done a really good job. If they'd have hit him, it'd have been game over for all of them.
We'll take a look at that. So you said Greg Dobson and Player. Let's see. Fine. Here's Greg. And let's look at this from his perspective. The accident's in front of him. Let's see if we get to it real quick. There it is right there. Let's go inside of his cockpit. That's probably going to look a little more crazy. So you see he's coming. This is what he can see. Yellow's probably not even out at this point. Coming out. No, it's not. It's out at that moment. Did you see the light on the fence? The light on the fence right there is green. Do you see that? It's
oh my
green.
Gosh.
So he doesn't even know there's anything in front of him at this point, and then it goes yellow right here.
Oh no! So that's why he was full. I was wondering why some of them weren't slowing down as much, and that now makes a whole lot more sense.
Yeah, he was really fortunate on that. He still got his machine in one piece. I'm sure he had a little bit of a pucker factor there in that moment, but got through there nice and clean. All right, so up front, we have a new leader. We're about to go green right here. Dustin Eaton has the lead along with Andy Player on his outside, and we're back to green. Dustin really takes off there, gets a nice launch. Yeah, really good launch, almost a 0.4 right off the bat there. And this was a product of, like you were saying, split strategies. You know, we had guys up front there, and they had to go in and get new rubber, get fuel.
Well, Tim Pope pitted, and he's still kind of up toward the front. Bryant pitted, and he's 15th, so I don't know if Dylan had a problem or what while we were looking at the replays.
Or maybe Tim didn't take any tires. I don't know, man.
Either way, that's possible.
Taking fuel's going to take a little bit of time, too. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This is one I'd have to analyze.
Let's see, when was the last time? See, Tim went on pit lane, like you said. Yeah, 75. Dustin Eaton, he went last on 52. So for Tim Pope and Kelly Keel, they both went on that last caution. Then you have Andy Player, Mayberry. They went on a 52.
Oh, Rick on the. Oh, I think Kyle Vaught just piled into that.
Sorry, Mike, man.
Looks like it's going to be.
Oh gosh, they're still wrecking.
Mike Everidge, Dustin Wade, and others. It appears. So let's take a look at that.
I'm sorry, buddy.
All right, let's see what happened. Like 89 and 82 racing together here. Oh, it looks like the 89 touched the apron. Might have just launched him up just enough. Just, kind of dislodges that truck off the bottom. 82 goes around. Oh, 68 just right. 82 was good to go up to that point. 68 probably didn't see it coming here. Let's take a look from his perspective.
And then the 123 got in. He piled into the 68 really hard.
I think the 68 was involved in that last incident too.
Yeah.
So going over with Dustin Wade in his cockpit. So here's Dustin. He's in traffic.
Lucky dog on the outside.
Dustin's racing out of Cincinnati. And there it is. Just
nowhere to go.
Yeah, and you see the light on the fence line is still green at this point. And he's here. You can see his RPMs are coming down dramatically. But folks, you see something and stopping is two different things here. Most tracks actually, but he gets involved in that one. You said maybe Kyle Vaught also hit it.
No, I think that was Wade initially. John Gallagher does pile into him though. John Gallagher for sure.
So the 123 machine. Let's see where he's. There he is. Here's John. John's coming around. Oh, he clips it. Yep.
And I think that was kind of the shot that ended. I mean, Wade was probably already hurt pretty bad, but I think that ended him right there.
Yeah, he may not be able to continue.
Yeah, no, he's disconnected. I think he said his damage was too bad.
It's unfortunate. He just won a race just a few weeks back. Getting ready to go green here, folks. Off of our fourth caution, you should see that truck pop off, and the 14 will control the field once he gets into the restart zone. We're on the back stretch here. Riding on board with Dustin Eaton. And once he hits that green zone there, he's free to take off, and he has to be the first one to launch. And he gets a nice launch there in front of Tim Pope. Tim's going to try to slot down in front of that 01 machine of Kelly Kill. And Andy Player rounding out your top four here in that yellow and black machine. But, I mean, Eaton's being real impressive considering how many laps he has.
Oh, Robertson spins out. Got spun out.
Yellow, back under yellow.
Oh, my goodness. Burke upside down.
Check it up for the pace, guys. Check it up for the pace.
Here's Trevor Robertson. So he's a young fan out there. You might want to look away, buddy. This is probably not going to be that awesome. Take a look from this this vantage point first. 3 wide here in front of him. That's probably where it kind of started because the 12 truck of Schoenbacher gets up into the fence a little bit. Not too bad so far on a 6. He may get away pretty well with not shooting. The damage doesn't look that bad if he can stay out of the barrels there. Like he's going to be okay. Doesn't want to go into pits and get a black flag. It's what he's trying to avoid here because pit lane is closed at this point. Let's take a look at this from the chopper cam. Get this out of your way. You see 3 wide here. 47 kind of goes up. Who's that? The 29? That's like the 29 machine of Dave Mayberry underneath the 47 of John McAdam. And that light and blue truck, 47 there you see there. And they kind of come almost into a... The 29 opens up the corner a little bit. 47 reacts to that. And so does the 12. He just touches the fence a little bit. And that's all it takes here, folks. Just a little bit of something there. And then here we go. Few trucks of like 82 kind of come in there. Kind of really got the worst of it, it seemed like.
Jeremiah Burke was upside down. He got blasted pretty good, too.
I'll see if we can get a look at that then, because I did
He
not
actually
see
got some
that.
air. He got some hang time too. The way he ricocheted off of that truck.
Jeremiah Burke. Here we go. So Jeremiah is in that black and red. It's like a Mountain Dew red 53 machine you see there, right here. Now we'll go chopper view here and see what happens to him. Was this before this point he went airborne?
This is not the same wreck. I don't think. Because
Okay. Yeah, it's fine.
because it was lap 86, I believe.
Yeah,
But I think they are getting ready to go green now.
all right, we'll get back up there to the front. Dustin Eaton still has the lead. And lights are out on top of that pace truck. We're going to come out of our 5th caution here. 90 laps into this 257 lap event. We were pretty green there for a little bit, but subsequently we've had 4 back-to-back cautions here. Pretty much back-to-back. We'll see
I
if we
think
can
the
get it rolling.
problem is where they've done the split pit strategy and it's put guys in different spots at different speeds. And that's kind of messed a lot of us up.
Here we go. 14 gets a good launch again. Oh, you see that one truck? What,
bad,
must have
big
missed a
check
gear. It looks like either spinning tires there or missed a gear. I want to say that's Seth Aller. Yeah, in the 20 machine. You saw that immediately. It kind of put a nice... There's a pretty good gap now between the top 3 in this 4th position here. Good job on everybody in the field, man, for not really piling into that and going straight back into a caution.
Mike Adams got the short end of the stick there. He got knocked out.
Caution's back out again for Mike Everidge. What it's telling me here, we'll go back and take a look, see what happens here. Mike is in that first truck you see right here, the 82 machine.
Oh,
53's looking at the outside of him. Oh, 53 ends up right hooking him and then hooking himself down into the bottom lane there. We'll take a different vantage point. Sometimes this looks a lot different depending on your perspective.
Yeah, I think Mike came up quite a bit. I don't know if he was trying to clear him or what.
Yeah, definitely looked like you just.
Let's take a look. So here's the one board with the 53 machine here.
Yep, at some point.
Red and black. Mike Everidge is in at 82. Yeah, that's what it looks like there. Just a miscalculation. Thought maybe it was clear. It wasn't clear, and they both kind of got pretty banged up on that one.
Oh, caught me sleeping on the last one.
Believe that done Everidge in. He is retired for the evening.
Got anything in the YouTube land? Or sorry, yeah, the chat there.
Yeah, it's well, Amanda Wade upset. Dustin Wade gets knocked out of the race, and that's we had the Taylor Provax comment. So yeah, no, I think when Wade had the first accident, it was still kind of looking promising, and then he had the second one, and that kind of done him in.
Yeah, for sure. We've had no shortage on anything to talk about here tonight, folks. Hopefully we get it going. I think we are going to be single file here, Ricky. Looks like the admin has said, hey, no mas. We're going to go single file here. Had too many back-to-back cautions.
Now that will spread the field out a lot further around the track.
Yeah, question is those fresh tires versus old tires, like you mentioned. No, she hasn't done it yet. Looks like they are going to go. They're going to double up here. But I think they might got to be getting danger close, Ricky, right?
Yeah, I would think so. But some tracks, like we've said before, it's when you go single file, it's almost as dangerous as double file, just because of the stack ups.
Yeah, and people trying to anticipate the start, things of that nature. We should see this truck pop off here and hand over control again impressively to Dustin Eaton. Really just being able to stay out there. Maybe tires are just not that big of a deal here tonight.
Green.
Back under green.
I don't think we've had enough time to get it. Yeah, I think that's part of it.
He gets a good jump there. You got second position being challenged between the 0-1 and the 7. Looks like the 7's going to give it up. 53 coming on the track there. Don't think he's in this fight, but definitely on the track. So 7 drops back a bit into 4th position. You got Scott Aller there in the 20 machine jumping up into 3rd. Scott's up 4 positions from where he started tonight. And Kelly Kill for the first time on point this evening. Let's see, did these guys go? Let's see what the lap difference is here. So 75 was when Kelly went in. So still on those same tires. 52 was Dustin, like we mentioned previously. All right, we're going to take 2 seconds and do a, while we have this opportunity, maybe, and do a crank it up segment here, Ricky. So, folks, if you're sitting at home and you want to hear what it sounds like in these virtual trucks, these drivers on track, crank up your television speakers there, or on your computer or your laptop. We'll be right back.
Two.
Wreck it.
Good job avoiding that one there. Wow.
Well, that didn't
Thank
last
you, man.
long,
We
folks.
got screwed on the timing loop.
We are back from the wreck. We're going to take a look and see.
Yeah,
what
it's all good. I thought we were going to be dead there for a second.
Maybe John Schoenbacher involved here.
I don't know who I ran into, but I had to
get
break
the right
that.
screen. Yeah, loses the rear end, Ricky.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic to see that from Chris Goins. He lost the rear end. Dixon had nowhere to go, and I'd say he's hurt his right front really bad.
I'll take a look from the chopper view here. See a 38 machine right there, around the outside of the 48. Maybe just pulled the wheel a little bit. You see he's just leaving tire all over the place. Just pulled the wheel a little too much going in there in this particular turn. Rear end goes around on him. Let's see how bad it ends up. Not too bad there. 48 maybe gets the worst of it there. Oh. 28 to 023. Like other people will see. We'll go on board with the 28 here. It's like he really gets it. Fine.
Yeah, George is missing his whole back bumper now.
Here we go. George Rancon.
Oh.
Off the nose of George here, or off the rooftop rather. Really nowhere to go. He really gets it in the rear. He's able to roll up, but as always is the case here, you don't know what's going to happen behind you. And take a look. So I think want to say the 023 machine. Yep, he rolls up for the 13. 13 gets away. 28 doesn't. At the 023, they seem like the two got the worst of it. Even Schoenbacher there in 12 gets a big piece of it.
On the track. You do not blink for anything.
Wow. So 7th caution, folks.
Thank you.
We got a long way to go. Are we going to break that record, Ricky?
Nah, no.
You have confidence.
But the problem is when you've got this many trucks tore up, they've got damage, they're not driving right, it's already tough. They're going to be off the pace, some of them. It just kind of snowballs once you get more guys wrecked. So, I mean, I will expect it to stay pretty. I doubt we're going to have a green flag pit stop. I'll put it that way.
So they're lined up nose to tail up at the wall this time. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the single file formation we've got going here. But she has had enough. And you see the 01's going to have control of the field here. Single file, she confirms it right there. And we're back under green. 01 takes off. Kelly's having a good run here tonight.
We always talk about Kelly being so strong on the super speedways. I mean, this is the opposite of a super speedway, and Kelly's out front.
Yeah, you can see we're pretty well spread out around this track here, but yeah, absolutely. I think I got right here. Let's take a look at this map. You can see, look at the dots, folks, around that track map there. Like Ricky was talking about earlier, first place is only half a lap from the last person in line here, which right now is like maybe 22nd of John Gallagher. He's got a nice lead there, about half a second already over Dustin Eaton. And then you got Seth Aller there in 3rd in his Toyota Tundra, having a good run here tonight. Back here in the field a little bit. Let's get this map off the screen. Yeah, everybody's all over the place here. It seems between the bottom and the top line. Probably depends on where they're at on their tire cycle.
Yeah, and with some of these guys having damage, I think they're just driving wherever the truck's taking them. They don't really have much of a choice.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get a rundown. Take a look at our cameras tonight since being able to get through them. Make sure I get ask for everybody to have these onboards all the time. I really appreciate it when they do it. We'll take a look. We're not watching this particular driver. This is Kelly Kill. You saw he's your current leader running there. Nice view out his windshield. I'm sure he's pretty happy with that. Let's see who is the next. Let me get on this. Not the driver spotlight. Okay, so after Kelly. Looks like we got the 023 machine. Get rid of that because that's not who you're looking at. You're looking at Scott Roney there in the 023. I think up there that we were rotating around here.
I can tell you George Rancon's truck is wicked. He is having a hard time hanging on to that.
And you're on board with Dobson. We talked to him earlier. He was your spotlight driver tonight. Nice low angle camera view here. Our next one, Botham we looked at earlier, his is frozen up. So we'll take a look at the 13 machine of Andy Player. You see, he's got pretty good force feedback dialed into his too. You see how his hands are rocking back and forth there?
Yeah, he's definitely got some force feedback cranked into that.
I kind of run mine about medium. I don't know where you like to run yours at. I don't want to be too hard, but I want to feel the track.
Yeah, I kind of run mine medium most of the time. I don't like it too hard, but I don't like it where you can't feel it either.
Yeah. Next up, we got Kyle Vaught. A little closer view on him tonight. We're running the red in the background. Next up, we will take a look at Dave Mayberry, but he's not on the dial here, so I have to bring him up manually. And Dave's got 2 cameras here. Oh, check this out. Dave's got a co-pilot there who's just, I don't know how relaxing that is for the dog if the noise is out loud, but I'm sure he's feeling the vibration off that monitor, you think? You got force feedback in that thing?
The dog seems to be the happiest person at Bristol tonight.
He's sleeping pretty. He is sleeping pretty well. But I was mentioning that Dave has 2 different camera positions, and I had him swap them out because his primary froze up the other night. But now it looks like his alternate has frozen up. It's not entirely frozen. It's just kind of glitching out, and that's unfortunate because that would have been a nice vantage point to take a look. But it's nice to see. That's Rocky, his dog there. Nice to see Rocky in there. See who else? We don't have Chris Gomes tonight. He's usually running VR anyway. Let's see.
Chris got knocked out in a wreck earlier. He had to retire.
Dustin Wade is out. We got Craig Goodenough, the 89 machine. We took a look at him a little bit earlier. Always got a good vantage point here. Always looks super focused when we put our camera on him. Right now, let's see, where's Craig running? He had some issues earlier. He's unfortunately running in 24th, down 12 spots from where he began the race. All right, and then we have Greg Klein. We haven't had to look at Greg Klein yet tonight. Greg is running. Where's Klein at? 92 machine. He's in 21st. I think he's 1 lap down in 21st. Yeah, so he's on lap 122. He's 4 laps down. He has some a misfortune earlier. But we appreciate you guys running these cameras for us. Helps us get some insight to the folks out there watching. Speaking of which, let's take a check. Anything new in the top chat, folks? If you like what you see, please make sure you like and subscribe. Support these drivers and chat us up. We'll answer your questions. We may not have the answers, all the answers. Go ahead.
Greg Dobson, we must have missed it, but it didn't cause a caution. He got the inside wall really hard. Too much damage he's done. And, yeah, just he got the inside wall pretty hard. Lori says Rocky, so she's happy to see Dave's dog.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like it's going to be a little bit of a war of attrition here tonight, folks, as we got a new leader in Tim Pope. Has gone around that 01 machine of Kelly Kill. So Kelly's in second. You know, Tim, he's going to lie there, take care of his stuff, and then pounce. Maybe what he's doing here. He's up 7 spots from where he began this evening. Kelly's in second, starting in 4th. Great. Like I said, I'm sure Kelly's looking to have a good run here tonight. Has had so far. Don't want to jinx it, give him the broadcaster curse. Keep up the great work there, Kelly. Jonathan Osborne running there in the 3rd position. I think this is the furthest we've seen him forward tonight out of Woodbury, New Jersey.
Yeah, I was actually about to say while he was going through some of those others, I had just noticed that Osborne was up in the top 3, and he's had a quiet night, but man, he's running pretty fast laps right now, so I have to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, Johnson's fast everywhere we go. This is no different here. It's just a matter of, you know, like anywhere else, if you get caught up in an incident, it kind of throws you off. But great run so far, up 23 spots, Ricky, so far, up to 3rd position. Let's take a look at Seth Aller. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say it's no surprise. I was looking at the lap speeds. Tim Pope was the fastest the last couple of laps, but Scott Roney kind of buried back in the pack. He's been 2nd fastest the last few laps.
Yeah, Scott is no slouch racing out of Salt Lake City. And maybe it's the ambiance that he's racing in. What do you think? That calming blue just keeps him calm at Bristol when it's kind of a tornado of chaos around him.
Yeah, Scott seems to be kind of hyper sometimes, so that calm's probably good to kind of balance his chi.
There you go. But we appreciate him giving us a camera and a good looking man cave there he's got going on there. I like some of that stuff I see on the walls. It's like got some haulers and some Some cars up there, some track maps on the wall, maybe.
Yeah, it looks cool. Well, from what I can see there.
Yeah, F1 car in the floor. Looks like he's a fan of all types of motorsport. Jumping back up to the front here, we had, like we said, Seth Aller. Dylan Bryant is back up to fourth. Dylan's coming, looks like he's coming back into this fight in that Superman machine. As you recall, he started not shotgun. He started on the pole for this race. Dominic McAdam right behind him. Ooh, getting a little bit loose. Coming out of that corner at 47 machine, blue and white truck, pardon me. Andrew Cawthon out of Bartow, Florida. He's running in the 7th position. I'll give you this track map while we're going through these. You can see where they're at. So when you see the green circle around a number, that's the truck that we are on. The number represents position they're in. So this is 7th. You're looking at right now. Going back to 8th position, this is Andy Player. Up 17 from where he began, so having a great run so far as well. Dustin Eaton was up leading this thing here just not too long ago. Right now, he's still +1 from where he began the night, running in 9th.
I know we've had a lot of cautions, Alan, but he's ran 89 laps, so he's probably going to be pitting pretty soon, I would imagine.
Yeah, he's got to be, because we were saying 72 to 74. You account for those caution laps. Can't be much longer from where he's at, but yeah, we'll see what he does there. We'll keep an eye on that. And for the Anderson clan out there, we're looking at the 99 racing out of Washington, D.C. Right now, Albert is 3 spots up from where he began, running 10th right now. So he was involved in an incident earlier in that DeWalt machine, but seems to be no worse for the wear. He's got his left front fender back on there.
Oh!
Ooh, that was pretty close there between Dustin Eaton and the 6 machine. 6 is not on the same lap with him. Look back to 11th, Josh. Go ahead.
He's filling the tires, if nothing else. He looks like he's searching for grip.
You know, and I can see probably maybe what's happened. I'm just kind of conjecture here. Is you don't want to go in, you're like, oh, this is going to be another caution. This is going to be another caution. I'm going to wait a little bit and then go get my tires. But if it runs green, I think this might be what's happening to Eaton right now. Is you really find yourself in a bad spot because you're going to go down at least, 2 laps here minimum if you hit pit lane under green.
Oh, yeah, minimum. Maybe even 3.
We're taking a look at Josh Bittner out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania. He's running up 5 spots in 12th. Just behind him, the closer, John Schimmelbacher out of Louisville, Kentucky. Down 2 spots, running 13th. Scott Milner back here. I just saw Tim. Tim is the leader coming through there. You saw him in front of Scott Milner in the 31 machine. So it just put him a lap down or another lap down. He's up 6 spots, running 14th right now. Got Ronnie we talked about. And there's that Hardy's machine again, Tom Barish out of Gulf Coast, Mississippi. He's up 14 positions from where he began the race, running 16th. Devin Hunt up 6 spots from where he began the night, running in 17th. We see somebody going to pit lane right there. Who was that? Maybe George Rincon's on pit lane. Good Enough's on pit lane.
Good Enough. Yeah.
That's who it was. And then Greg Dobbs. So we're starting to see these pit lane cycles now, folks. You see probably a lot of movement on the leaderboard. And I forgot to mention earlier for everybody, if you happen to notice, I don't think anybody asked us in the chat, but if you see the positions on the column there that are highlighted in red, those are your current championship leaders, the top 5. Now, I mentioned this because when we only have this week and next week, and then it's playoff season. We're going into those last 6 races. We are going to have our 12 playoff drivers at the beginning of that cycle highlighted in red, so you know who's in for the championship. And each week, or each cycle rather, round of the playoffs will be whittling that down. So you'll see it drop by 4 after the first race, and then we have a couple of races there for the next round. We drop 4 more until we get down to the final 4 for the final 3 races. And 3 races or 4. I got to go back and look, but we'll run through all of the playoff rules and everything once we get to next week. And that way it's not too far out and you guys understand what's happening. Let me take a look. I'm sitting here on Drake Dawson for too long. Get back on the track here. Back at first place, Tim Pope. Racing out of Roseburg. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. Right now, you only have your top 5 in the championship. We thought we'd highlight that so you can see who's currently leading the standings. Go ahead.
I think one thing we got to watch with them pitting is Bristol has 2 pit roads, and under green, you can come in on your pit road and not have to go all the way around. Let's see if guys mess up and go down the wrong pit road trying to get into their pits.
Actually, it's set. This is set for single pit road, so they have to go in.
So they got to go all the way around.
So what they'll have to do, folks, is he just crossed the start-finish line. You saw the 7. He can go in right here. He's going to dip down if he's going to go in. You enter you enter in turn 2, but you exit pit lane in turn 1. And that blue line, you can't go across that blue line in 3 and 4. That's part of pit lane. It's one single pit lane. They do have that other configuration that Ricky's talking about, but that's not what's set up here tonight.
Okay, so yeah, if we got green flag pit stops, these guys got to be losing 3 laps because that's going all the way around. Oh, Kelly almost wrecked coming into the pits. He saved it.
That's good because I don't want to get blamed for the curse on him. Having a good run here tonight, Kelly is out of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Yeah, see, he's going around. You see him now in 3 and 4. He's got to stay below that blue line. That's worth something to maybe thinking about for the next time we race here. Perhaps we go to something where it's, 1 under caution, but 2 during the race itself. But it's fair for everybody. I mean, everybody's got to make this journey down pit lane, no matter how you look at it. Getting to wonder where are we at with the leader here. Last time he was on pit lane was 75. And so we probably got 162 right now.
87 laps. That's a long haul.
Thank you.
Yeah. If we say 44, it should be like this can't be right. He was on pit lane of 75.
Dustin Eaton made it. He made it 97 laps before he had to pit. So that might be kind of the
something's probably off on the calculations that we're going with here. Because it was like 74 laps, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but with all those cautions, I mean, we did have several in a row. That 2 caution laps to 1, 2 or 3 caution laps to 1 green lap. So he may have gained 20 laps under those caution flags.
If he's saving properly, yeah. So if we were straight green, he probably would have had to go in at 149. We're well beyond that now. We're 16 laps beyond that. 17. So see what he does here. Oh, he's coming on right now.
Oh, Rick.
Oh, and I bet. Oh, and he's committed. Looks like the leader's committed to pit lane. It might work out for him. We'll see how this cycles through for him. But Seth Oliver's involved in the crash. We'll go back and take a look. There's Seth in that 20 machine, the orange machine, coming at you. Oh, just gets. That's an application of throttle there. Just getting loose on throttle coming out of that turn. Find that 20 machine. Here he is. No on track. Looks not looking great, but probably going to be able to continue.
As long as it didn't blow that engine with front end damage, that's usually repairable.
We're 168 laps into this. Dylan Bryant's now your leader because you saw Tim Pope live going down pit lane. Tim is out now. I'm showing him in 5th, so he may be okay here as you see the rest of these folks going down pit lane. Busy place here, pit lane right now. Once Seth comes out pits here, we'll see if we can get a word with him. Yeah, he's pretty crunched up here. Might be sitting there for a few minutes. Hey, Seth, it's Alan and Ricky in the booth, buddy. You got me. Seth Aller, it's Alan and Ricky in the booth. You got me?
Yeah.
Hey, man, saw that misfortune there. What was that? It looked like it might have been a case of too much throttle coming out of the corner there. Too much for that tire. Maybe it just wore out a little bit. What was it from behind the wheel?
Good job, guys. Back to double file.
Honestly, what happened was I was getting on the pit road. This is where it all started. I got on the pit road. Well, I was trying to get on the pit road, and I spun out. And when I spun out, I ended up speeding coming in through the pit, so I had to serve that penalty. Panicked to get back onto the racetrack. I had some damage, and then there was a driver behind me. He got right up next to me on my bumper, and I just got arrow loose coming out of the corner. He never even touched me. It was just I got loose because of the damage I had of the incident coming on the pit road. So
You got to come around.
it was a fun one, but definitely gonna do these repairs, and I'll be quite a few laps down, but I'm definitely gonna finish it out.
How many minutes of repairs do you have?
Right now 3 minutes and 52, and I was already 5 laps down because of the penalty during green flag. So just part of racing.
Well, hey, man, you were fast out here tonight. I hate that to see that happen to you. Great to see you back with us. Welcome back, and I hope for better luck next week.
Yeah, thank you. I enjoyed racing tonight, and I'm gonna stay and try and finish this one out. I can't wait for next week. Let's have some fun.
All right, buddy. Thanks so much. Good luck.
Thank you.
That 20 machine, Seth Aller. See if we get back up to the front here. Well, if we're green, about to go green right now. Dylan Bryant's got control of the field, and he takes off. With Jonathan Osborne there in second. Albert Anderson in third. Tempo rounding out your top 4. That front position, Ricky, man, that's a definite advantage to be able to control the start of these races, especially someplace like this.
Oh, yeah. And, we got something going on.
Like we're still green right now. Saw Andy Player come up on the net. Was that something there?
Yeah, he was yelling that there was a problem in turn 3. It looked like they got it straightened out though.
All right, folks. So far, pretty well spread out. You're looking at 5th position of Andy Player right now. Looks like he's got some challengers coming up there behind him. Maybe a dogfight here coming in just a second here. Yeah, this looks like something about to happen here. Take a look. No, it's going to work it out. No issue. 177 laps into this thing. Honestly, compared to what we saw on Monday, it's been pretty good, Ricky.
Yeah, very impressed. I think when get these guys...
Kelly. Did you see him? Got down the apron there. He almost went around. He saved it. Good job. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, when you get these guys locked in on Wednesday night point races, they know it's the big race and there's no fast repairs, they drive a little bit different, too. They show the talent that they really have.
Yeah, for sure. Here, as you see, Mike Adamson. Looks like we only have about maybe 10 or 12 drivers on the lead lap. Let me take a look here.
Yeah, even with those waiver rounds, Alan, some of those guys got waiver rounds, but I think they were multiple laps down, so they're still laps down.
Honestly, it looks like the top 7 are the ones actually on the lead lap. Always like, no more broadcast curse. I don't think he saved it. He saved it. That's what I saw. Not trying to curse anybody. We're here for the entertainment, for the personalities, and to bring you guys some good broadcasts. Run through the running order. I know you can see on the pylon, but it's good to talk about. We'll run through the as we go. We'll show them on the screen. Dylan Bryant's your leader right now. Again, racing out of Stem, North Carolina. Up 24 spots. Jonathan Osborne. He snuck up in here. Not shocked at all. Up 24 spots in that second position. Going to be there for the end of this thing, I predict. Tim Pope behind them, +5, running third. Albert Anderson, for everybody out there wondering, up in the top 5, running fourth right now, up 9 from where he began the race tonight. Scott Roney, up 10, running in 5th. Andy Player right there in the 6th position. Did Kelly go a lap down there? He must have. Showing him at 15th right now. But anyway, we'll continue on here. Andy Player. And John Schorbacher, the closer, up 4 spots, running in the 7th position. Josh Bittner, that's pretty good ways back between 7th and 8th there. He's up 9, though, right now, running in 8th. Kevin Hunt out of Danville, Virginia, in that 434 machine. Up 14 spots. Good run for Kevin up here. He's running top 10 right now. He's feeling good about that. John McAdam out of DeShore. Did we figure out where that was at, Ricky? DeShore?
We did. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it's Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. And that Jordan 47 machine, 10th. Mike Adamson in that Napa machine. Up 8 positions in 11th. Scott Milner running in 12th position, up 8 positions already. Andrew Cawthon. The 10 machine down 4 from where he began, running 13th. Tom Barish up 16 spots in that Hardy's machine. 15 spots now. Just got passed by Kelly Keel running there in the 14th position. I saw Kelly get around there and save it. Just don't know how he ended up a lap down. There he goes. Oh, there's an incident. Nope, still on the green.
Almost stopped up against the wall.
Yellow flag.
Oh, now there's an incident. Oh, no.
Yeah, there we go.
Pope piles into it. He is destroyed.
It's not gonna look good, folks. If you're squeamish, look away.
Oh no. They're still ready.
See something starting here. There it is. That's what starts it. It's a 31 and the 023 looks like. Let's get closer in. Because it's hard to find these numbers within this. Here we go. 31, Scott Milner.
I see you, Scott. I see you.
I know. All of a sudden,
The reason he's drifting down the track is because he had contact with that wall. Pretty significant, looked like. Riding on board with Scott here. We've seen this a lot tonight.
Oh.
You know, that right rear starting to wear out, gets and then catches grip, throws him into that outside wall. That might be terminal. And just gets down there a little bit. Looks like, who is this? A 20, the 023 machine, looks like. Of Roney.
Yeah, that's Roney.
Yeah, Roney in 4th position right here, right now. He might have been running 4th at the time of this incident, too. Don't know that he had any chance to avoid this. One side of his cockpit here.
And it's not just Roney. After that, there's several others that get involved.
Boom. That's that first incident there. You're going to see the 01 just misses it. Hardy's machine gets a piece. 14 is around.
Eaton spin. Yeah, he was trying to slow down and dodge, and it caused him to spin himself.
So here's Eaton. Oh, just barely some contact there, so that's not too bad for him.
I think Tim Pope and Adamson both get some really hard contact.
Oh, 53.
Yeah,
Burt, he's trying to miss this. Gets a piece
he hits
of
Adamson.
The 88. Let's get behind Burke here. I'm dissecting this for you folks. Kind of in real time here. Let's find it. Here he is, Jeremiah. We'll go on board the nose here. So this is Jeremiah. He's going to try to dodge that 88 auto care machine there. Just clips it. Misses the second place machine of the 81 there. But then that wall, that's significant there. And then it gets back in contact. Oh, there's Pope, like you mentioned. That's that last hit there.
Then Deion Jones hits Adamson, so that they just kept him.
Hits there, and you see the 7 machine is behind the 81. Dodges to the right, but then there's a wrecking right in front of him.
Oh.
And you saw 53 just tow. See about the 88. Find him. 88 right here, Mike Adamson. Does he get another one as he backs down the track? Oh, poor machine.
Flag, green flag.
We're back. I think we're back green, folks. Let me go back there. We just have a lot to digest there. Back underway. Dylan Bryant is your leader. Jonathan Osborne still in second. You see, it's like a 01's trying to get his lap back here. Back up here. Actually, he's not quite there yet.
There's only 7 trucks on the lead lap. 8, 9, and 10 are 1 lap down. 11, 12, 13, 14 are 2 laps down. And 15th is 3 laps down.
Dylan Bryant leading the way here. Jonathan Osborne in second. And you got America's driver Albert Anderson out of Washington, D.C. running third. Up 10 spots where he began. Tim Pope looks like he's going to be okay. And he had I thought it was significant contact, but the nose doesn't look too bad. Running fourth. Scott Roney was involved in that as well. Up 10 spots, still running fifth. Andy Player looks like he's pretty sporty tonight. Might be running up in there in that 6th position. See what he's going to do here, trying to get around.
Oh, there's a wreck going into. Oh,
Josh Bittner. Josh is an 84 machine right there, a Ding Dong's machine. Oh, it's like the 92 maybe hits the wall. Or just gets loose, like we've seen that so much from that high line. I don't know if I would run it, man, if I was in this race, the way we keep seeing that happen. So that's the 92 machine of Greg Klein. Let's find his machine. Here we go. Here's Greg.
Or can you give the 4-car?
And we'll go behind him, actually. Take a look at this. Watch it. It's just going to be kind of the same thing we've seen all evening. There we go. I don't know if he... Yep. Just coming out of that corner, that transition out of the banking. You start to lose banking right there. Yep.
Kind of like you're pushing, like your truck doesn't want to turn and it's going to the wall and then it snaps when it catches. And that's what's happening to these guys.
Yeah, I think I've heard drivers, in real life describe it as I'm pushing and I'm push loose. I'm tight in and loose off or something like that. So that might be what's happening here.
Yeah, it really looks like that they're pushing to the wall, and then now I do think some of them were they were off the right rear, and I don't think it was as much that, but that looked like Greg Klein was pushing up the track, and when it finally caught, it just caught too hard.
And Bryant's still your leader here. Yeah. It's been an eventful race.
What's up, player?
So Bristol Motor Speedway, I mean, it's a 0.533 mile track. It's a beast, even when we don't have these kind of loose conditions. High bank, concrete, bull ring type of chaos track. The surface is concrete, it's unforgiving, can be grippy. Doesn't seem to be too grippy tonight. It does amplify tire wear normally, but I don't know that these temperatures we're seeing are necessarily doing that, to the degree maybe we saw in real life this past weekend. But the banks, turns 1 through 4 or anywhere, it's progressive banking. So from the bottom to the top, it gets progressively more deep. So they're anywhere from 24 in that lower portion of the turn, 24 degrees, up to 28 degrees.
With only 7 or 8 trucks on the lead lap, one thing we're going to have to watch is Dylan Brown only has 35 laps on these tires. We're at lap 2 of 3. He may not pit again. If some of these guys toward the back of this 8 lead lap trucks pit, they with the tire advantage, who knows? That's going to be interesting to see what happens.
It is Osborne and the 51 machine. So the 81 and 51 are on the same lap. Andy Player behind him is 1 lap fresher. As we're coming to the restart zone here, you should see that 51 take off.
Green, green, green.
There he goes. Gets a good start. Good jump on the 81. 81's going to slot in there. Try to play safe here for the moment. What's going on back here? Like I said, Andy Player, he's got 1 lap fresher tires than your leaders. He might be in the catbird seat here, Ricky. And he was last on pit lane at 169. Go ahead.
Scott Roney just pitted, and I think he took 4 tires. He may be in the catbird seat.
Absolutely, you're right. 201. He just pitted. And he clearly, look at how he just went around. There we go.
Mayberry.
If he keeps it clean, he might be there. So let's see. And if Scott Roney wins tonight, man, have you remember last time he finished second, how excited that man was?
Yeah. Those blue lights will turn turn red without any LED help. He's gonna blow his house up if he wins this race.
So I got an indication here yet. I'm sorry, let me go to Dave. It says Dave, Trevor Robertson may have been involved and Kevin Hunt, but that could be maybe where they were slowing down. So let's take a look.
No, I think it's Robertson and Dave Mayberry for sure.
Here's Dave.
Oh no.
Dave's on the outside of Robertson. You see, he's on the 29 machine on the high line, 6 machine on the low line is Trevor Robertson. Oh, 20 machine of Aller gets into the wall.
Yeah, and I think Dave tried to jerk it down, seeing him in the wall, and it got him loose.
Yeah, not the first time we've seen that where something happens in front of him and it looks like the chase truck tugs a little too much on that wheel. And the way the rear end's been and not really in the track tonight, that truck just came around on him. No ill intent there by Mayberry, just an unfortunate circumstance.
I'd say that head-on shot may have done Robertson in for the night. I know he had his young nephew out there, and his mom and maybe his sister was watching. So tough break for Trevor. Yeah, he's just disconnected.
Yeah, Trevor has had a horrible run of luck here of late. We've documented that pretty well. Was hoping he gets that off that bad luck charm out of his system here pretty soon, because he is an incredibly fast driver.
Josh Bittner was in a wreck a couple of cautions ago. He was still on the lead lap, but I saw him fading really fast on that restart, and he's been sitting in the pits. I guess his damage was too much to try to nurse around.
Let's take a discussion here with Mr. Mayberry. Hey, Dave, it's Alan and Ricky in the booth, buddy. You got me.
Got you guys. How you doing?
All right. We see Rocky was sleeping pretty sound earlier. Looks like he's moved positions now. Looked like you had an incident occurring in front of you. Maybe tugged a little too hard to the left on that wheel, and that rear end has not been planted tonight for most of the trucks. Just went around on you. Is that what it seemed like from behind the wheel?
You know, I really think I've never seen this or felt it before, but I think the marbles up top are actually realistic now. I've spun like in practice and stuff. Running the high side, the marbles are a little bit rough up there.
And it's an interesting observation too, because we've noticed it seems like people running that high line is where they're losing the rear end. That's what I've seen tonight. What about you, Ricky?
Yeah, it's kind of like running the crumbs and dirt, Dave. I know you're a big dirt racing fan. When you get up in the crumbs, it just throws you if it's not packed in.
You see on your left, hold on a second. You see on your left-hand side, folks, there, between white green there, Dylan Bright's 2 year leader while we're talking to Mr. Mayberry sitting on pit lane. I'm sorry, go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys watched. I've been running the bottom all night, and it's been great. You know, that was my plan, run the bottom, save tires. And I had to pit once under green. You go 3 laps down if you pit under green. I mean, that's rough to come back from. I got 1 lap back, and then got caught up in this. So, oh well. It was fun though. It was actually a lot of fun.
Look a lot better from Monday night. Hey, before we let him go, Rick, you got anything else for Dave?
No. It looks like did you wake the dog up when you had the wreck? Did you yell out and get the dog stirred up?
Probably, yeah. He wasn't doing his job anyway.
Yeah, no, not a very good spotter.
Oh wait! I got to show you guys one thing. That's for Kyle and Dustin. I told them they're on my list. It's my shit list.
You're okay. I got you. All right. Hey, man, thanks for talking to us, and good luck next week.
All right, guys. Take care.
Yep. All right, there we go. I'm going to go back over to the main screen here, take a look. We're on board with Albert Anderson, America's driver, still running in third. See if he can track down these 2 leaders here out there in front of him. Let's see how many laps does he have on his tires in comparison.
Yeah, it's not bad. He's in good shape. Him, McAdam, and Pope.
Yeah, they're all winning on 201. If they took fresh rubber, looks like he did. Maybe just try not to burn it up here. We do have a good ways to go, but these laps will go by quick.
Yeah, those tires. If we stay green, those tires are going to come in. Anderson may win this race, or McAdam or Pope. I think those three all have a really good shot if we stay green.
See Lori in chat asking if Albert Anderson and Kathy A are still here. I hope they're here. They got their drivers up in third position on the podium right now, looking to maybe better that. I'm sure Albert will be super stoked to go to victory lane here at the last Great Coliseum. Let us know if you're still out there. I don't see anything else new in the chat. What about you, Ricky?
No, not recently.
Well, let's see how much we got spread out here. Pretty good. What we're going to do now, we've been trying to do this all night. We'll try now. Maybe we'll get lucky. We're going to do a crank it up, folks. So if you like that, crank it up. Make sure you like and subscribe. All right, folks, you saw it on the screen there. We are under our 12th caution now. Like Josh Bittner got involved in an incident here. We'll go back and we'll take a look at that.
I saw everybody going, and I was like, I think I can get him. And no, so
He's an 84 truck there. Ding Dong's Machine racing with Aller. Again on that high line, Ricky, look at this. And it looks almost like, oh, he did a barrel roll. Did you see this?
Yeah, very violent crash. He done the same thing. It's up there on that high line trying to run that cushion, and it bit him. It's bit 7 or 8 drivers tonight. Now his truck was damaged, so maybe that's why he was trying to run up there.
Yeah, almost every time we've seen that kind of just slow spin. Seems like it's been on that top line.
Yeah, and I think several of the other trucks that spun out on that top groove was damaged too. I think the way the back, especially the back end damage works, it's probably safer to run up against the wall, trying to not feel like you're not going to spin it out as easy, but when it catches and you overcorrect and it snaps, then man, you're just in trouble.
That's unfortunate for him. Let's see if we can.
Most of the leaders are pitting now. Albert Anderson stays out. Everybody else pits.
Well, Albert and Scott, they went in the last on 201. You mentioned before that they could probably go to the end here. So we'll see if they took, and maybe that's why we didn't see Albert really attacking. He wanted to save those tires and not really, and have something for these guys once they hit pit lane.
Yeah, not sure what the strategy is. I believe I'm looking. It looks like everybody that pitted there on the lead lap that did pit took 4 tires.
See if we can get a word with Josh real quick. Hey Josh, it's Alan and Ricky in the booth. You got me, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey man,
I was wondering where you guys were going to be.
Yeah, that looked rough. And that's not the first one we've seen tonight where that seems like the rear end of these trucks is not really in the track. In particular, it seems like it's that high line. Now, Ricky was, positing that maybe you had some damage. So what was it from the behind the wheel there?
Yeah, I think Klein ran out of talent earlier in the race, and he knocked the rear end out of this truck. So I've been limping around ever since. And but to your point, kind of at the beginning of the track, the state, I don't know what it is exactly, if it's just debris that builds up or what, but it towards the end, I mean, it's just getting worse and worse with that wear. But it just stepped out on me. I mean, I got too high into the wall, and I saw there was some people to my inside, and I was trying not to hit them, and I had it turned to the right, but it didn't want to steer to the right. And then the second, I guess the rear tires caught grip, it just went head on. I did a little Michael McDowell. That's a second flip tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you barrel rolled it. But so we really appreciate you talking to us, man. We're about to go green here, so we're going to jump back in this. Better luck next week.
Yep, take it easy.
Yep. As you saw, folks, the pace truck is off.
No, you need to catch it live. You're not live.
Actually, I'm not live. Here we go. Let me go back to this. Sorry about that, folks.
Dylan Bryant just got the lead from Anderson.
Here we go. I was a little bit behind there. Anderson still, he's fighting with Jonathan there. These two guys just went in the pit lane too, didn't they? Jonathan and Bryant at 227.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's looking
Anderson's
like
a sitting duck.
Looks like Bryant will not be denied here tonight, Ricky.
Gonna be tough.
The Tim Pope, when did he go in? 227 also. Now your top three are on the same lap. We're getting down to 24 to go. You're probably going to see that 7 machine start to at least try to attack the 81, so he could be in position to even go for this win. Probably where the action is going to be. We're going to kind of stay with this for a moment.
Yeah, I think unless there's a caution, I'd say Bryant's in pretty good shape.
You bet.
I don't know. We got the 7 machine. It's not that far back, but he's going to have to fight around this 81 before he even has a chance to get to the 51.
Got new tires, George. I knew that'd be the only way.
The Albert Anderson Sr. out there in the chat saying Chancey not to pit under that yellow. Hope Albert has enough rubber to keep it going. So Albert right now, he's doing well. He's still in 5th. He's still going to be fast. It's just I think these guys on that fresher rubber are going to be able to bring it home unless they get involved in an incident. What'd you see?
Albert almost wrecked.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Now we do have Greg.
All right, it's like Craig good enough. Dustin Eaton. Maybe this is something that got checked up here. Let's see. Riding on board with Craig good enough. Eaton is just in front of him. Oh, again. That outside top line there, you just see the truck come around on him.
I'm all used up, man.
It's kind of reminded me of that Iowa race we had a few weeks ago where they would just lose it out to that transition.
Yeah, coming off of the new pavement onto the old asphalt. Yep. I agree with that. So is Albert going to go in here? What would you do, Ricky?
If he's got tires, maybe the reason he didn't pit the last time is he had used his last set.
Let's talk to him. Let's see what he's thinking. See what he's thinking. All-star. Here we go. And he's teammates with Dylan Bryant, the 51, the guy leading the race right now. Hey, Albert's down and Ricky in the booth, buddy. You got me.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So, man, do you have any tires in the pits?
Oh, no. I'm all used up. I got what I got.
Okay, that's what Ricky was thinking. Hey, I don't know if he's got any tires left. We thought you and Ronnie were going to be a great position here going in on 201. Then these cats in front of you here, Bryant, Osborne, and Pope jumped in there at 227. So do you think you're going to have anything for him here?
No, I mean, at this point, I'm just trying to close the night out with a good finish on the lead lap. I believe there's only 7 cars on the lead lap. I'm one of them, so it's going to be a good point tonight. So at this point, I just want to close it out inside of the top 10 and bring it home in one piece.
All right, buddy. Hey, quick, Ricky, do you have anything before they go back green?
No, you're up to 9 on the lead lap, though, buddy. So cinch him tight and hang on.
It's showing me in 5th. I think I'm in 5th place on the lead lap.
He means
9
you're
trucks. In 5th. Yeah, you're in 5th. There's 9 trucks on the lead lap.
Oh, okay, 9. All right. So, yeah, if I can keep it off of the fence and keep from getting run into or running into somebody else, it'll be a good night, and I'll take it.
Yeah, 10th is 2 laps down, so just hang on to it, and you'll get a top 10 for sure.
Good deal. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
No, thanks for talking. You got lots of fans out there cheering for you, as usual, Anderson Nation. So good luck to you. Thanks for talking to us.
Love you, family. Thanks for coming out. Love y'all.
Talk to you soon.
See you, man.
Yeah. Good talk there with Mr. Albert Anderson. So now you know what we know, folks. No tires in the pits. Looking to bring it home and have a good points night. That's always good, getting ready and for this second to last regular season race. get ready for the playoffs. It is important.
Now we're going to fire on the leader, which is Bryant, who took the outside lane. See if Osborne tries to anticipate it, though. This is his one shot, I believe.
And he's going to take off when he gets in the screen zone here.
Green, green, green.
And he's off. I don't know. Did Osborne miss a gear?
I don't know. This
Just
not
call
a great
sleeping, maybe.
start.
John McAdam up there on that outside fighting for the second position. As John was on, he went on pit lane 227. He's on equal tires. McAdam gonna get up here and challenge for this win. He is rolling. $14 laps to go. All four of these guys here, and you see a little bump and run for the 7 machine on the 81, so you can get the bottom there. And that's exactly what the front two want to see. They want to see third and fourth fighting it out. See John McAdam, he is trying to close in. He's going to make a move for it.
What would you do to win your first ever VRL race? We may find out.
I'd wreck my grandmother. Oh, 51 gets loose off the corner. 47 got a shot at it. What happened to Pope?
Oh, I think Pope just blinked out.
47's trying. That tie side, that momentum is just carrying the day for the 51 so far, but it is kind of treacherous. We've seen all night.
Yeah. There's a lot of marbles up there, and he's going to be pushing it as hard as he can.
Look at the look on 47's face right now. We're down to 10 laps to go here, folks. 10 laps. Now, 81's not out of this either. He's going to make a run on that high side. And that's going to let Dylan get away here, probably. These guys start fighting. I think 47 might have had his shot, man, and he might not get another one unless there's another restart. Yeah. You got Dylan kind of pulling out there. He's out to a 0.45 lead right now. Let's back up here and take a look. Even 47 is starting to pull away from Jonathan Osborne here in the 81 machine. Jonathan
Player may get up into the top 3.
Yeah, here comes Player. All these guys are last on pit lane at 227. The next behind them was Albert Anderson running 5th, 201. Anderson's on the radio right now. Hopefully that's not bad news. 6 laps to go, coming to 5. See what's going, kind of staying with this, waiting to see what happens in that second and third spot there. I'm sure Andy Player's just licking his chops, saying, "Go ahead, boys, let's go." I mean, Dylan Bryant has just he qualified on pole and is just taking it to him tonight on this track. It's been so treacherous.
He's definitely got the right setup, or he's got it hooked up tonight. He's had it hooked up all year, though. He's consistently one of the top 2 or 3 trucks, no matter where we go.
I think there's going to 3 to go. I think 81's kind of trying to set this up to see if he can get second position. Dylan Bryant just wants to see that white flag.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Oh, yeah,
Caution's
hello.
out. So 47 is going to get one more shot at this, folks. And the 81 and Player. All these guys are going to have one more shot at it. You know, I would talk to Ronnie, but I'm not going to. Let's just see how this works out.
Ronnie's he's on the lead lap, but it's
Excuse me, McAdam, excuse me. Actually, I pulled up the wrong person a minute ago. I pulled up the wrong camera view. But let's see what happens with McAdam here. I'm not going to pull him up. Let's let him focus. He's got green, white checkers, what this is going to come down to. Now, we are on that 14th caution, so we're kind of right in that pocket where we've been all these others that I mentioned previously. Anywhere from 6, which is our low, all the way up to 23. So we're sitting at 14 right now. That's probably about average. Josh Bittner in chat, 2 trucks flipping in one race. Is that the new record at Bristol? I don't know.
At Bristol.
I don't know.
It may be. As far as real life, there is one race that there might have been 2 flips at Bristol in the same race,
and they
one
kept
of them,
racing.
Oh no! They didn't keep racing. One of them was a Caterpillar car, but I'm not thinking it's Ward Burton.
That's what I was thinking.
It is late '90s.
I don't know who that would be. The only one I remember from that Caterpillar car was Ward Burton. Well, I take that back. What's the guy name? He's in the booth now for Fox.
No, David. It was David. No, it's not. It was David Green that I'm thinking of. But he did flip in a Caterpillar car. Yep. That'd have been mid '90s. I think there might have been 2 flips in one race at Bristol though at one point. I know it's weird.
What do you think, Ricky? And out there in YouTube chat, do you think that 51's got this one in the bag, or these boys got something for him?
51's probably got it, but what if I wasn't that worried about points and I really wanted to win, if I was McAdam and he's never won a race, I would just try to anticipate the jump and try to hit it right at the same time. And if you miss it, you get black flagged. Oh well. If I was up there, that's what I would try to do. I wouldn't wait on him. I would try to just hope I timed it perfect.
Well, we're about to find out. Lights are out on top of that pace truck. You're going to see him duck down on the pit lane here, and then this is only one opportunity here tonight for a green-white checker. So this is going to be it, and you need to be in front in case there's a caution on this last lap. Control over to Bryant.
Green flag,
Oh, and he kind of jukes him there. A little bit of a late start. 81 is able to get around Jonathan. Don't know if he's going to get there. 47 a little loose off the corner. He's going to go. 47 is going low for that second spot. Don't know that that's going to work. One more lap to go. Last lap, folks. 51 pretty much in a commanding position here coming to the end of this race. This is it. Coming to the checker. Your winner, Dylan Bryant, 81. Jonathan Osborne is second, and John McAdam brings it home in third position. Yeah, man.
It's all good, brother.
He just dominated this race. I don't know how else to put that.
Yeah, he just spanked him. Sometimes you just get a car come out there, a truck that just beats him, and he just laid it to him tonight.
Sure did. So, folks, we're going to get ready for our interviews here. Don't go away. We're going to take a look, or take a this thing refreshed here. There we go. Quick break. Get these guys up into the booth here and do these interviews. So stand by. Don't go anywhere.
5 minutes here. Give yourself a walk.
folks, we are back, and actually we're going to get set up to interview your third place finisher, John McAdam, who had a shot to win this race. Ricky, I'm telling you, I thought he was going to have a chance to get around the first place leader there, 51, but didn't quite pull it off, and I think that was his shot. So we'll get him up here and get a word with him. Hey, John, it's Alan and Ricky in the booth, buddy. You got me.
Yeah, I got you. How's it going?
Hey, it's going well, man. We thought you had a real shot at to win this race here. There at the end, you got up underneath the 51 machine. Looked like you might have had a chance to get around him. What else did you need to bring this home at the top step of the podium tonight?
Well, early on, I just lost track position. I kind of thought if I can get ahead of him throughout the race, I could stay ahead of him. But that restart there at the end, I got a really good run, and I got underneath him, but I was just too free off, and I definitely didn't want to take the chance on wrecking him. Dylan's been really good to me over the seasons I've been with this league, so I wouldn't wreck him for the win, but I'd have bumped him if I needed to, but I just got my tires too hot, and then it was over from there.
Yeah, for sure. It's like it was a grind out there tonight. Hey, Ricky, what do you have for our third place finisher?
Good run, John, picking up a podium. The one thing I wanted to ask, since there was so much calamity, we saw a bunch of guys spinning out of the turns or getting loose in the turns and then hooking into the wall on that high groove. Was the marbles really that big of a factor to not run up high?
Yeah, I could not run that top groove like normal. Most people couldn't. That one lane down was okay and kind of diamond the corner. But yeah, top was definitely not good tonight, and you got to be really careful. If you're off the corner, you could really spin out.
Well, hey, man, great run for you tonight. Before we let you go, do you have any shout-outs for teams, fans, or family?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my team, Misfits, my family for watching. They're always supportive of anything I'm racing, no matter what it is, so I appreciate that. And then just you guys in the league doing a great job. Like being here. It's a lot of fun, so thanks a lot.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hope to see you on the podium next week when we move on. What's the next track, Ricky? Where are we going?
New Hampshire, maybe?
New Hampshire. Yep, that's right. New Hampshire. Are you good there?
I'm not much of a flat track guy, but we'll give it a shot.
All right, buddy. We hope to talk to you again there. Thanks a lot and good luck.
All right, thank you.
Yep. All right, we're going to move up one more step on the podium here to second place, Mr. Jonathan Osborne, that 81 machine. Hey, Jonathan, Alan and Ricky in the booth, buddy. You got me.
Yes, sir.
Hey, great run here tonight. I mean, you're up 24 spots overall, fighting for the win. What else did you need to pull it off and get the top step of the podium?
Oh, I needed to pull a Brad Keselowski and get it to actually work.
Well, hey, man,
at the end,
yeah, go ahead.
Just need to be that half a car length closer to him. I think I could have got him up out of the groove and had a drag race to the line.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like you did gain one more spot on that last restart, so I'm sure you were happy to get that. It looked like you weren't going to have that opportunity. But I'm going to pass over to Ricky. What else? What are the questions you have for second place, Ricky?
Yeah, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked John. It looked like there was a lot of guys jumping the cushion, running that top lane tonight. Was it as treacherous as it looked from up here? Was it the marbles or was it the trucks, or what was going on?
Oh, the marbles were ugly up there. If you went in that high line, it was almost unrecoverable. I got up there once in front of player, and I thought I was going to wipe everybody out, but yeah, it was just like getting on ice up there on the top lane, just on your outside tires too. So it gave it a real weird balance whenever you got them marbles on the tires, and it was treacherous. Stay away from the high side.
Yeah, buddy. Well, you had a fantastic run tonight. Do you have anything for teams, fans, or family before we let you go?
I just want to shout out you guys, and you guys are doing an awesome job broadcasting and managing this league, and my sister and everybody that supports me, and especially Miss Lori, because she does a lot with herding us cats. So I'd like to shout her out. And we gave her a good early Christmas present. No, not too many cautions here at Bristol.
No, we're about average, so at least we got into the average pocket right there instead of the breaking new records. But hey, Jonathan, look forward to seeing you on the podium again in New Hampshire. Good luck to you, and thanks for talking to us.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I can't wait for New Hampshire. I love that place.
Sounds good, buddy. Take care.
You too.
All right, we're going to move up to the top step of the podium now. The 51 machine of Mr. Dylan Bryan. Hey, Dylan, it's Alan and Ricky in the booth, buddy. You got me.
What's going on, guys?
Man, what a run tonight. Started on the pole and looked like you were not going to be denied. And by the way, you just retook the lead of the championship, and you've tied the season record right now for 3 wins so far. Got to feel pretty good. How are you feeling in that virtual truck?
Lots of words for one, man. It's it's hard to win these things, and I've been extremely blessed this entire season with good runs, and like it's just like it never gets old, and I was beating myself up bad because the first pit stop that I did, I went to the wrong side of the pits and I got a black flag, and that is how I got merged all the way back, and luckily I didn't get caught up in no accidents, and it was a long green flag run, so I worked myself back up to second place, and I think Pope and them pitted, and I was like, well, I'm going to stay out as long as I can because I was like a second or two behind Pope at that point then, and the cards fell right, and I got the lead back, and I was fortunate enough to hold them off, and extremely proud of John who got third tonight, man. He looked under me with like I don't know, like 15 laps left, and he done me clean. He didn't touch me and stuff. So mad respect for him and everybody else.
Yeah, he mentioned that during his interview. John said, "Hey, man, I've always had great respect for Dylan Bryan. He's always raced me clean, so I felt obligated to make sure I kept it clean while I was trying to challenge for the win there." So he mentioned the same thing, man. And I'm going to pass over to Ricky. What do you have for our champion here tonight at Bristol?
Man, I don't really know what to say. You won the pole. You almost had the fastest lap of the race. You was second. I looked it up. You led 167 of the 261 laps. So I don't guess there's a whole lot to say other than that was a good old-fashioned butt whipping. But I did want to ask you, everybody was having problems, it looked like, trying to run that high groove. Do you think the iRacing, the marbles, that they've done something with it? Because everybody that jumped that cushion looked like they was wrecking tonight. That was really strange.
Yeah. The last 2 races from the previous seasons, it was restarting on the outside was a must. You needed to run the outside, but it's like ice now. Like if you slip up a little bit too much, you're gonna most likely crash. So that is why I was trying to hug the bottom as much as I can, and on the restarts, you had to go up high. It was fast, but it was that fine line of if you missed a corner just a little bit, and then you're up against the wall loose, and then of course it affects you on the next corner because your tires get hot, so then you lose more spots. So I know y'all haven't had the pleasure to race it yet, but it's a major change.
All right, man. So
go ahead.
Well, the only other thing I was going to ask you, we're going from the highest bank short track this week to the flat track at New Hampshire next week. You got something for them again at New Hampshire?
Yeah, I feel like that is more of a driver's track. It kind of reminds me of a oversized Martinsville. And I'm very good at Martinsville, rolling the corners and stuff, and hopefully with all the updates and stuff, it might take us for a swing, but that is one of the best things about the league here. We do have a practice race on Monday night, so hopefully I can learn, and hopefully I can hopefully snag up a top 5 and stuff, because it is the last race of the season. So of the regular season, and I'm definitely trying to be the regular season champ. So that would mean the world to me.
Yeah, that would mean also 15 additional playoff points that carry through the entirety of the playoffs. I'm sure you definitely want to get that if you can. You're in a dogfight right now with Tim Pope, so we'll see how it turns out next week. But before we let you go, Dylan, great run first of all. But finally, do you have any shout outs for teams, fans, or family?
Yeah, to Osborne and John, it was a great battle, clean. Autolats cars, I came up on. They gave me the room and stuff. Also, All-Star Racing with Albert, of course, Bert and Jack. It's a great team. I think that I think they had a lot of issues tonight. I think a lot of us got black flags on pit road. So, but yeah, shout out to them, and of course the most important, Lori, for everything that she does and stuff for the league, and of course y'all guys, man, y'all are outstanding broadcasters, and you know I truly look forward to going back and viewing the broadcasts and stuff.
No, we appreciate the kind words, man. And I think you're going to enjoy watching this one because you took it to him, buddy. And we look forward to seeing you on track next week in New Hampshire. Congratulations.
All right, guys. I hope y'all have a great night, and I'll catch y'all on Friday.
All right, buddy. Good night.
Good night.
That was your champion, Mr. Dylan Bryant. Hey, any check on the chat there, Ricky, before we go through the field?
Yeah, Taylor Provax said, great job. Well, Albert Anderson, good race. Congrats to Dylan. Brett Arnell thanked us for the broadcast. Tim McAdam, happy that John was able to bring home third. Taylor Provax, great broadcast. Nice effort out there for the 16. Albert Anderson, the driver, thanks to everyone for coming out and supporting him in the league. Congrats to Dylan, and way to bring it home for All-Star. And Lori said, last race here, we had 23 cautions. Tonight, only 14. Great job, VRL.
Well, that's awesome. Well, that wraps up. Going to wrap up round 11. Let's go through the field and give you the final results here tonight, folks. So, starting with your winner, again, let me get on the right screen here. Mr. Dylan Bryant there. Bringing it home on the top step. This is not helping me out. Let me fix this. Here we go. There we go. So Dylan Bryant, first place. Jonathan Osborne brings it home second. John McAdam in third. Andy Player fourth. Albert Anderson, America's driver, in fifth. Andrew Cawthon in sixth. Scott Roney in seventh. Kevin Hunt. Great run for Kevin. I'm sure he is, man, making drastic improvements and brings it home eighth here tonight. Kelly Keel was able to bring home a top 10. So good run for Kelly as well. John Schoenbacher in 10th.
Yeah, then you've got 11th. You had Tom Barish, Dustin Eaton 12th, Greg Klein 13th, Craig good enough in 14th, Mike Adamson 15th, Tim Pope 16th after the disconnect, Dion Jones 17th, Kyle Vaught 18th, George Rincon 19th, and Seth Aller was in 20th.
Josh Bittner brings it home in 21st. Dave Mayberry 22nd, Trevor Robertson 23rd, Scott Milner 24th, Jeremiah Burke in 25th, Greg Dobson in 26th, John Gallagher 27th, Chris Goins brings it home 28th, Jack Dixon in 29th, Mike Everidge in 30th, and Dustin Wade in 31st. Just bad luck for Dustin, and I had an issue earlier. But that is the results of tonight's race. What'd you think, Ricky, overall?
I thought it was a very entertaining Bristol race like they normally are. I didn't know what to expect after seeing the way they were practicing and wrecking so much, but they held it together through the race. And I mean, I think most of those wrecks were guys just getting up in those marbles. So they made good adjustments, and everybody did a good job, I think, overall.
Well, as always, Ricky, I want to thank you for being here with me and helping me do these broadcasts. I think it makes it very entertaining with the two of us. And then, as always, I want to thank my beautiful and talented wife, Lori. You heard her mentioned quite frequently, and for good reason, for everything she does for me personally, my family, but this league, more than just, taking care of all the admin for the league and everything, but she's also there to advice and counsel for folks, and it's appreciated. But anyway, so that's going to wrap it, folks, for round 11. Like I mentioned, one more race left in the regular season, and we're going to figure out who our regular season champion is and set the 12 drivers who are going to take it into the playoffs to round out this season. So we'll see you in New Hampshire. But until then, race fans, remember, stay sharp, stay fast, stay vigilante, and we'll see you next time. Good night.
This ain't your mama's racing stream.